Hey everyone, in my video yesterday I talked about all the new things coming to the game, but the info for the new Ultra Equips hadn't dropped yet. As of today though, they have, so I'll include their info as well as the new Mine Equips info. For the Mines Equips, the first equip is the 4-star defense, Winged Mail Blue Pinions. It reduces all allies crit damage taken by 30% and increases other damage taken by 20% for 10 seconds with a 25-second CT. To be honest, this is a fairly useless equip. It does lower crit damage but increases all other damage, which pretty much negates the actual crit damage resist. It's meh at best, but it could maybe see some use, but I couldn't really see where. The next equip is the 5-star defense, Occult Wings Raphael. It reduces all allies attack by 50% for 15 seconds, and reduces all allies damage taken by 80% for 3 hits, for 15 seconds with a 55-second CT. This is a very interesting equip for sure. The high damage resist is crazy, albeit for 3 hits. I could see this really only being useful on bosses that have very condensed hits, such as an attack with like 2 hits or something. But as most bosses' attacks span for quite a while, this is largely going to be useless, although it could see some use time to time. The next equip is the 4-star physical, Scaled Branches Aurora. It reduces arts by 10 and increases damage to a weak element by 30% for 10 seconds with a 35-second CT. To be honest, it's actually not that bad, and considering most 4-star physicals are horrible, this is a nice change to have something that could actually be useful for someone. The next equip is the 5-star physical, Occult Branches Serrata. It reduces all allies arts by 20 and increases all allies earth damage by 40% for 10 seconds. While the AoE art drain is not really too great, I do think on a mono earth team this is going to be fairly good, or even on a team that's buffing an earth DPS like a team with War God Fen for example. This equip isn't actually the worst. A nice damage buff with only a minor drain that can pretty much be managed. Out of the 4, I'd definitely say this is the one I want the most as of now. Those are the Mines equips, all fairly meh, although the 5-star physical is really nice, and the 4-star physical isn't too bad either. Definitely gonna farm them, but they're not really worth going broken potions for. For the Ultra equips, for the Frozen Calamity in the north, the 5-star heal Ultra Relic Brachium increases arts by 10, and auto recovers all allies HP by 700 for 10 seconds. And the passive at level 101 increases all allies physical damage by 13% and recovery amount by 18% for the first 113 seconds of the quest. All things considered, this is a pretty decent heal slot since the active heal amount is insanely high at 700 a second, and the physical damage and recovery amount is great for a healer or unit that needs a buff in damage. All in all, not a terrible equip to be honest. For the Caverns of Dark Ultra, the 5-star defense Ultra Relic Skeletooth increases targets' arts by 10 and reduces targets' physical damage taken by 20% for 20 seconds with a 50-second CT. The passive increases all allies' status ailment resist by 20% and recovers HP by 12.5% of damage taken for the first 122 seconds. The active effect isn't actually too bad if you're using it like on a tank or someone, but it's nothing really too crazy. Although the passive effect could be interesting with the status resist on bosses that inflict them, but more importantly the 12.5% heal from each hit, which is basically damage resist. Very interesting equip overall, could see some use on some niche bosses or even in some general physical bosses, but I wouldn't say it's as good as the heal equip from before. They're not too bad though, the heal equip is fairly good and will definitely see some use, but all in all, there's going to be lots of equips to farm this update, so that'll keep everyone engaged with the drought of sorts that we've had the past couple of days content-wise in the game. If you did enjoy the video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.